is interesting as well. Do you ever find yourself censoring yourself?
Yes.
That's a great. That's the next question.
Sometimes for the good.
I wish I had that discipline.
No, but what I mean by that is that's a good question, because when like a question that gets often asked as an artist is like, what do you have in mind when you're working? And I very much try to say nothing. Like when I work, because when you start thinking, you start censoring and you start judging or having an idea. And so I feel like it's like even writing, it's really incredible when you write and you really don't think. And you're like, oh my God, this is gonna be. And then you read and it kind of makes sense.
Lots more sense, absolutely.
It's really powerful. So I feel like for art making, at least for me, it is really important to empty yourself. And I something that I do is I try to do many things. So I do listen to things or music or I really, I think it's funny because sometimes in art education, I don't know, it depends, but sometimes you feel that you need to know, and I don't think you need to know. I think it's quite the opposite. You need to not know so that you can actually access something. Yeah.
Do you have any advice for artists that might be struggling to do that?
Yes, I think it's gonna sound, it's good to not listen to many people. You know, it sounds a bit because I feel sometimes, it's inevitable because we all need help and advice and references, but sometimes it's good to, it's good to make your own mistakes. Or even mistakes are never mistakes, it's just guidance. So I think it's a bit contradictory because I'm not listen to people, but listen to
listen to me. No, I'm exactly the same.
Exactly, but not to the others.
I'm right. Don't listen to these other bitches.
No, but you know what I mean? Because I feel like it's sometimes it's blocking people. When you have too much which is it's really great to hang out with friends, do a studio visit, chat. But in the end, there's just follow it without, as if there were no consequences in a way.
The intuition.
Exactly, and something that it's almost more powerful than the intuition, because sometimes when you work, it's almost like the wind is pushing you.
You have to push yourself past.
Exactly. So you're okay, well, it's yellow and it's yellow. You know what I mean? It's just so I would say that, because it is a bit of a shame when you see people that are so talented and so with so many doubts. I'm just go for it. So I think that is the best I can tell people, to just go for it. And it's and also I feel it's good to build your own path. There are really no rules or anything like that.
There's no set blueprint on how to do this.
No, and it's really good to do it your own way, because it's I think I'm very suspicious when I hear a specific advice or do this, do that. I'm do it your way. It's really it's because that's also, you also invent a way for other people. You also open up another different way of, because it sounds like a silly example, but for instance, I do love writing. And at the beginning, I got a lot of no, but you shouldn't write because creators do that.
Oh, interesting. No, that's terrible. Yeah.
Exactly. And people will not, and that are not going to want to work with you because you're doing and I'm a bit but I don't know, for me, writing is part of the work. It's not.
Absolutely. So
it's funny because sometimes people that are trying to help are stopping a part of that is kind of really central to your work. So yeah.